Hello, this is SJ Talks Online coming back at you with another video. If you're new to my channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, please, and thank you. I have a bone to pick with Cynthia G. She's here on my screen. I have a bone to pick with her. Um, I know you're all familiar with Cynthia G. Um, Cynthia G is not a divester. She swears up and down she's not a divester, but like she um she went from talking about white supremacy and now she talks about she changed her content and now she's talking about black men. Um Now she does have a lot of talking points that I do agree with. When she talks about the things that's going on in the black community concerning black men, um, I do agree with a lot of her points that, but sometimes she comes across as bashing, like she's bashing. Well, it ain't no sometimes to it, it's all the time. She comes across as, I'm just being honest, because I keep it 100 on my channel and I don't sugarcoat. While she's very frank about the things that's going on in the black community concerning black men and the gender war and everything between black men and black women and discussing those things, relationships between black men and black women or lack thereof. But she does come across like she's bashing black men a lot. Um, um, all the time, pretty much. A lot of the black men have an issue with her because um, they do feel like she bashes them. A lot of what she says, uh, but she's talking about a certain percentage of black men in the community. She's not talking about all the black men in the community, but she's talking about a certain demographic of black men in the black community that do certain things, and she is right about those black men. Um, but the issue that I have is, um, she said something the other day, and this is why I'm on here today. Um, that kind of ruffled my feathers a little bit. She was doing a video about, oh, give me a minute. She was doing a video about, let's see if I can pull it up here. Um, she was doing a video about um, the difference between, yeah, I think it's the difference between choosing black a black man versus, it's the one where the black guy that's interviewing, I did the little clip the other day about the white guy that proposed to his girlfriend, and I was saying how women were the prize. I kind of played a little bit of that clip the other day. It was that video where she was talking about the difference between choosing a black man versus a white man. She said that black women should black women that have sons, she said, quote, black women that have sons should hang their head in shame. That's what she said. That kind of ruffled my feathers a little bit. Every now and then, she says some things that ruffle my feathers a little bit. And because sometimes she's not as bad as some of the other, wouldn't call her red pill. I wouldn't call her a red pill woman because she doesn't bash black women. She don't she don't consistently talk negative about black women. I wouldn't call her a red pill woman. She's not a red pill woman. but every now and then she'll kind of throw a name out here and there, or about black male worshiper. She does use that term a lot. Black male worshiper. I gotta admit, she does use that term a lot. And but I don't know if I would. I don't know. I don't know if I would call her red pill, because the red pill women, in my opinion, consistently bash black women on a consistent basis. They consistently bashed black women all the time, and they never have anything to say about black men. Everything is about black women. Everything is about what black women are doing wrong. That's red. That's a red pill woman, in my opinion. So no, I wouldn't. I wouldn't call her a red pill woman. But however, she kind of, what I have an issue with is, I I get, it feels like, it seems like she, when she made that statement, black women should hang their head in shame and have black sons. It's almost, it's first of all, she says black women should stop birthing black males, and I said in my video the other day that I can't get on board with that. I don't agree with that. First of all, it's not your place to tell women of any race, black women or any women for that matter, that they shouldn't have children or whatever, or get in the. It's like she kind of promotes abortion a little bit, you know. And I don't think, it's not your place to tell women what to do with their bodies. It's not your place to tell women. It promotes abortion, and that's why I have a problem with that statement. It promotes abortion, and it's just not your place. I would never. I mean, I would never get on here and blatantly tell women to um, not have um, babies or whatever. I mean, I will. I don't. I'm not an advocate, a strong advocate for single motherhood. But I'll do my commentary and educate you on the consequences of single motherhood, and it's up to you. I mean, you do what you want to do, whatever. But I'm not going to come on here and tell you, you know, I'm not a believer of abortion. I don't believe in abortion. I'm just, I don't believe in it. Um, and I'm not trying to push or force my beliefs on anybody. But that's the reason why I have an issue with that statement, because it promotes abortion. When you say don't give birth to black males, what are you saying? You're basically saying that, suggesting that women should abort black male children. And I don't promote that, and I can't get on board with that. And so I don't know if um, I don't know. She's kind of going down a slippery slope into hatred for black men. She went from talking about the issues in the black community concerning a certain demographic of black men, to now she's going down a slippery slope into hatred for black men. Because what kind of disturbed me when Jamie Foxx was in the hospital, I watched that video where she did that commissary commentary um on Jamie Foxx when he was in the hospital, and she was talking like the man was already gone. She was talking about the man was already deceased. The way she was talking as if he was already deceased. Now, we all know that Jamie Foxx, thank God, he done made a full recovery, and he's doing just fine. Thank God. I was one of the people that was praying for him. And I thank God that he made a full recovery. But however, when she was doing her commentary on him, she was acting as if the man was already gone. So that kind of bothered me a little bit. I'm like, why is she? Why is she on here talking like the man is already deceased? Not wishing the man well, not saying, well, I hope that he recovers or nothing. All she could talk about was him being with white women or whatever. Jamie Foxx has never said anything negative about black women. Yeah, okay, yes, he dates out of his side of his race, but he's never said any. As far as I know, he has never said anything negative about black women. But it was like she was kind of talking, kind of bad mouthing him, which I didn't think it was okay, you know. Um, but she's going down. She's talking about the issues. I know she's passionate about the issues that's going on in the black community concerning black men. Aren't we all? I'm passionate about that too. I have the same concerns, and I'm upset about the same things that that she's upset about that's going on in the black community concerning a certain percentage of our black men. And I'm passionate about talking about those issues as well. But she's kind of going down a slippery slope to talking about the issues in the black community, concerning black men, to it's going into hatred now. It's going into hatred, speaking hatred towards black men. And that's the issue that we're having here with Miss Cynthia G. And that's what she said the other day, that black women should hang their head in shame. Black women with sons should hang their head in shame. That's what she said. That's what she said. That ruffled my feathers. Because I have two black sons. I have two black sons. Why should I hang my head in shame? Because I have two black sons. So it's like she's suggesting. I took it as if she was suggesting that black women should hate their sons. I'm not okay with that. I'm not cool with that. I said, well, you know what? I ain't trying to put the sister on blast, but I got to address this. I said, I have to, sometimes, some things I just got to come on here to address. I said, I got to address that. I said, because that's problematic. I said, now she's going into trying to encourage black mothers to hate their sons. That's the way I took it. Black women that have sons should hang their head, uh, hang their head low, or whatever she said, in shame. Seriously? So, in essence, what are you saying? What are you saying, Cynthia G? Are you saying that we should hate our black sons? Is that what you're saying? It's almost like she's trying to encourage black women to hate their sons. And that is not okay. I'm here to say that is not okay. It is not okay. Now, she could talk about the issues in the black community. And I admit, I agree with a lot of her commentary because she does come with the receipts. She comes with the receipts all the time. And a lot of her commentary is, I'm the type of person I can't if you're telling the truth, I can't argue with the truth. But it's kind of taken a a terrible turn. Instead of talking about the issues in the black community with black men, it's taking a terrible turn, and it's going into hatred. That's what my concern is with Cynthia G. It's going into hatred with her starting to hate black men. And that is not okay. Because you guys know I talk about the issues too. And I don't bash. As a rule, I don't bash. Now, I know sometimes men come on here and think that I bash. It is only because I'm telling the truth. They don't want to hear the truth. It's usually the men that don't want to hear the truth. but I'm not bashing. And one even called me a Cynthia G wannabe. He called me a Cynthia G wannabe. I think I addressed that in another video. I said if I was trying to be like Cynthia G, every video that I put out would be about black men and it wouldn't be nothing good. And I would be making lots of money on here, just like Cynthia G is making lots of money on here. So that's kind of ignorant. That was ignorant on his part to suggest that because if anybody could look at my commentary, I got over 1,000 videos here on YouTube. Anybody can look at my commentary and tell that I talk about a variety of different things. I don't pinpoint any one topic and consistently talk about it all the time. I talk about a variety of different topics, and some of them are current events, and but I'm passionate about the black community, and a lot of topics. I am addressing issues in the black community. I also address issues regarding black women, single motherhood being one of them. I do videos regarding that. So anybody with a half a brain can look down across my content and see that I talk about a variety of different topics on my channel. And my channel is just not about talking about black men, you know. I got over 1,000 videos on this channel. And anybody with half a brain could see that I talk about a variety of different topics. I don't just talk about black men. I don't just talk about black women, you know. But I talk about some things, some topics are current events. I talk about a variety of different topics. And I'm getting ready to expand into some other top I'm going to be going into some other areas and talking about some other topics. I'm going to do some videos on menopause um and stuff like that. So I do this constantly consistently come on here and talk about black men? No, I don't. But I'm going to tell the truth. One thing I'm going to do is that I'm going to tell the truth. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. Not with the black femicide rate being on 10, I'm not. Not with the gun violence, the level of gun violence in our black communities. I'm not. Absolutely not. Not with the gender war that's really horrible between black men and black women. Not with the lack of unity in our community amongst our people. I'm absolutely am not gonna sugarcoat. Absolutely not. I'm gonna tell it like it is. But the thing is, it's the bitter men that are bitter and they don't want to hear the truth. Usually the ones that don't want to hear the truth, or I'm touching a nerve with whatever the topic is concerning black men that I talk about. I'm touching a nerve, or they're bitter and they just simply don't want to hear the truth. Because I get good numbers on the videos of where I'm talking about where I'm addressing the black women. I did one video talking about black single motherhood. I got good numbers on that video. I got excellent numbers on that video because I looked at my analytics and mostly men watch my channel. I realized when I looked at my analytics that mostly men watch my channel. I thought that was real interesting. So when I talk about the videos addressing the black women, boy, they full attention. Coming in the comment section saying, yeah, you told the truth and all this kind of stuff. They in full support. But then when I address the black men, it's a different ball game. They get mad because they don't want to hear the truth. But I'm going to tell the truth. I'm not going to sugarcoat. And I don't have an issue with Cynthia G because I want her to keep it real. I want her to keep it 100 because we got some serious issues going on in our black community. In our community, I want her to keep it 100. But she's going into this hatred. She's going into this slope, this slippery slope into hatred of black men, and that is the problem. I say it's an issue when black men come on here and spew hatred towards black women, and it's an issue when the black women are spewing hatred towards black men. That's an issue too. Or black women spewing hatred against other black women, vice versa. All of that is problematic. It is all problematic because it just creates further division amongst our people. You're encouraging further division. It's like you're on social media. You're on one of the biggest social media platforms in the world, and you're constantly talking negative about black people, whether it be black men, black women. If you're constantly spewing negativity about your own people on here, what message does that send to the world? You got people all over the world that watch YouTube. People from all over the world watch YouTube. It's one of the largest social media platforms that we have. And when if you coming on, you're a black person, whether you're a black woman or a black man, and you're coming on here consistently spewing hatred towards your own people, running down your own people. You consistently run down your own people all the time. That is problematic. We can talk about the issues in the black community. We can talk about the issues, but we can do so without bashing. We don't have to go into bashing because it just other races of people look at the commentary and it first of all it encourages if they have any kind of prejudice or hatred towards black people that encourages them to continue to hate and have prejudice towards black people and it just makes us look terrible to other races of people. You don't see no other race of people on here doing that. You don't see no other race of people coming on YouTube bashing their own kind, running down their own people. I've been on YouTube for years and I don't never see it. I don't never see other races of people coming on here running down their own people. The only race of people I see doing that on here is black people. Black people are the only race of people that do that here on YouTube. Come on here and constantly consistently run down their own people. And that is not okay, whether it be black people, black women as a whole, black men as a whole, or individual black women, individual black female content creators here on YouTube are consistently being ran down, consistently being bashed and talked about all the time by their own race of people. And it's not okay. It makes us look terrible. It makes us look horrible to other races of people. It doesn't make us look good at all. And the fact that she comes across like she's encouraging black women to have some type of disdain for their black sons, that is not okay, Cynthia G. I don't agree with it and I don't go along with it. I give credit where credit is due, but at the same time, if you're doing wrong or you're saying something wrong, I'm gonna let you know about it. And she wrong for that. You wrong for that, Cynthia G. She wrong for that. You wrong for that. You can't do that. You can't try to encourage hatred, promote, or try to suggest that black mothers should hate their sons, should look down on their sons. That is not okay. Now, if she has, I know she mentioned in some of her videos that she was in therapy Good. I'm glad she's in therapy. I'm glad that she's getting therapy. I don't know what happened to Cynthia G. I mean, well, we've all been hurt. I mean, we've all had some bad experiences. I mean, well, a good portion of us black women have had bad experiences. Some bad experiences with black men. I mean, a good portion of us have. But I have. I'm gonna be honest. I have. But do I constantly come on here day in and day out and spew hatred towards black men? Do I tell black mothers that they should hate their black sons? No, I got two black sons now. What would I look like doing that? And I got black sons myself. That wouldn't be right. It's just not okay. It's just not okay. It divides our people. You're causing division. You. It's so much violence that's going on within our black community that can be downright dangerous to suggest something like that. To even put that out there in the universe, that can be dangerous. And I mean, words are very powerful. I just before I get ready to shut down this video, I just words are powerful. I want to really really get that point across that words are very very powerful. There's a lot of power in words, and we have to really be careful of what we are saying. Us content creators, when I say us, I'm talking about me too. We have to really be careful what we are putting out there and what we are saying and what we are letting come out of our mouths, specifically when it comes to our own people. Because words have a lot of power. Like some of these black men on YouTube that spews all this hatred towards black women, some of them actually put a battery in some of these black men's back with their hateful commentary, and it caused some black women to be abused and unalived. So it, words is powerful. Words are so powerful, and we got to be careful as content creators, as black content creators. We have to be very, very careful about what we're saying and what we're putting out there, what we're promoting, it's I can't it ain't I mean, I can't express that more. There's power in words, and we just have to be careful what we're saying, and we're not making ourselves blood guilty by telling people to hate our certain people in our own race, and somebody goes to do something horrific based on what you said. We got to be careful of that. We got to be really, really careful of that. And so that ruffled my feathers. So I said, I need to come on here and address it. This video wasn't supposed to be this long. I said, I got to address it because that kind of ruffled my feathers a little bit. Um, yeah. Um, that was not okay. I'm just, usually if she said something that I don't agree with, I just, you know, kind of blow it off. But that ruffled my feathers. That ruffled my feathers. It's like, what are you saying? Black women should hate their sons now? You're saying now you're trying to tell black women to hate their sons. Is that what you're trying to say? So black women ain't got no business, you know. These black female content creators ain't got no business saying that. You know, don't have any business saying that whatsoever. That is not okay. So hit me up in that comment section. Let me know what your thoughts are. Um, just let me know what your thoughts are on that. And not on here, try to badmouth Cynthia G or anything, but I'm just not okay with that. We can't come on here and constantly we can't keep promoting hatred amongst our own people. You know, we can talk about the issues going on in the black community without promoting hatred. And so that's something that we got to work on, you know. We got to work on it. I don't promote hatred. You know, I don't promote hatred. I promote love. I promote love and unity amongst our people. But some of these other black content, she's not the only one. She ain't the only one. You know, these other black content creators are trying to promote hatred against our own people is that's problematic and it's not okay. So make sure you like, subscribe, and share, and hit that notification bell so every time I do a video you'll be notified. And until the next video, be blessed.